First up, let's take you to the big story developing at this hour. It's now official, Bangladesh will miss the upcoming T20 World Cup in India. After days of intense negotiations with the ICC, the Bangladesh Cricket Board has now confirmed that it will not travel to India for the tournament. The decision comes after the ICC rejected Bangladesh's plea for a hybrid model, which meant that it had to happen at a neutral location, which would have seen matches shifted to Sri Lanka. The ICC, remember, had already made its stand very, very clear just last evening, saying that T20 would remain in India, citing no security concerns. Now, with Bangladesh stepping aside, Scotland will take its place. This is a major win, as many are calling it, for India, which has consistently maintained that the country is fully equipped to host the World Cup safely, adding that Bangladesh is politicizing the sport, unnecessarily turning a global tournament into a diplomatic flashpoint. But what really is happening here? First, our turmoil with Pakistan, now Bangladesh. Where is this headed? My colleague Nikhil Naz is here. Nikhil, what times to really be watching the sport the way you are? But the question is very simple. In this battle of national pride versus a game that is as good as a national game, who wins? Who wins in situations like these?
Well, actually, there's no straight answer to that, Sonal. Actually, nobody really wins in this. I know you mentioned, and I think that's a correct assessment, that many will see it as a win for India because India maintained that it is a safe place for international cricketers to be coming and participating. But if you remember, we spoke a couple of days ago and I said, listen, we are heading towards a standoff like we've never seen in the history of the sport. And unfortunately, that's exactly the way it's turned out. As things stand right now, you can pretty much say that Bangladesh will become the first ever team in the history of cricket to be removed from a Cricket World Cup by the ICC. We've had situations in the past where teams have voluntarily decided not to play a game or two and have then conceded points. But it's for the very first time a team will be eliminated or taken out, or for a lack of a better word, of a World Cup. What happens now? What are the immediate effects? Well, I think, as you mentioned, this is a political decision, no doubt about that. I think if it was left to the Bangladeshi cricketers, maybe we would have had a different decision being taken. What's really interesting, Sonal, is that I was listening to the government representative doing a press conference a short while ago, and he gave every detail but for one, and I think that was the most crucial detail missing. He forgot to tell us, or rather didn't tell everyone, what was the conversation that was had between him and the Bangladeshi cricketers. Remember, there was a meeting with the cricketers and the representative from the government. He said, whatever was spoken there, I don't want to mention this. That is just between the players and us. And I find that very odd because for the last 2 weeks, Bangladesh Cricket Board has laid bare every little detail in their conversations with the ICC, with the government, with everyone else, but they are not telling you what the conversation with the players has been. And I can hazard a guess. I think the only party that is losing out here is the Bangladeshi cricketers, because remember, it's a cricketer's dream to be playing in a World Cup. And because of the political turmoil that you see at the moment and the issues that have crept up politically between India and Bangladesh, unfortunately, it's the Bangladesh cricketers that will be paying a price for it.
But then, Nikhil, the question is simple, right? And the answer also simple. In this fight between politics versus sport, politics wins this round.
Unfortunately, Sonal, politics has been winning all round so far. I'll take you back to the Asia Cup, the biggest tournament, the biggest continental tournament. And while India did fantastically well in that tournament, they won that particular tournament, we still don't have a trophy to show for that because the Indian team refused to take, for good reason as well, refused to take that trophy from Mohsin Naqvi, who is the Interior Minister of Pakistan. The trophy still lies in the UAE. India, the rightful owners of that trophy, don't have it in their hand. You remember the kind of gestures that were made by Pakistani cricketers on the cricket pitch in terms of their references to aircrafts going down, Indian team refusing to shake hands with Pakistani cricketers. So politics has been winning every round. I think cricket in that sense has been held hostage, and it's just a continuation of that. The only thing I fear for from now on, I think the tournament will go ahead. I don't think Bangladesh in that sense is that important a member there that, ICC is going to now have a change of heart. They've already announced that Scotland is going to be taking their place. Yep. I think the issues will come at the Asian level. Next year, you have an Asia Cup, the same tournament that I was talking about that happened, which India won, that is also an essential tournament in the cricketing universe. At the Asian level, there are just four or five big teams that include Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, and Sri Lanka. You already have a scenario where three countries now are not going to be seeing eye to eye. I don't know what the future of that tournament will be, but it's not looking good.